Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 18. Red, up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
80 weapons.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Hey, exit. It's a safety crew. Alert. Hey, alert.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 18.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. It's Williams. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Below Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now he's flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On the ground, this is Ware. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Trubisky now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check him out. Check the call. Check the call.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He finds Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the 2nd half to play.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, he'll run it. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Go now. 50, plant. 58, come on. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Snap.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now the punt team couldn't get.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line. Out of the end zone for a touchback.
I don't need to. I'm going to stop your running.
Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Watch the whip. Hey, 43.
Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, 15. Mike, 48. Hey, yo, go. Out.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On first down, they run again with Ware. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And an alley to run. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on fourth down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run on first down. Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes Williams on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Running on first down with Ware. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing. Prescott. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
56, right there.
Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Ware. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, Chiefs.
On the run, it's Ware. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
Let's go. Hey, tight down. There you go. Check 37. Check. Yellow. Switch. Check.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Easy. Check.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Go to 54, go to 54, line in. Here we go, 47. 26.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, Charles, while we have a second, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the NFC East.
I know I'm a dinosaur on this one. Absolutely. I love the division champ getting a home game. I don't care what the record is, and I know it sounds wrong, and we're in this society now where everything has to be fair and right. And we would like that, and I would like that too for most big topics. But in sports, it's actually kind of cool when these things happen. Remember, Seattle at 7-9 hosted the defending Super Bowl champs New Orleans and beat them. That big Marshawn Lynch run that we'll remember forever. Carolina 7-8-1, they actually lost at home in their playoff game. So you don't know how it's going to turn. I like division champs winning it and getting a home game, even when the records are kind of messed up.
I'm with you. You're making me smile.
How about that? You and I sitting at the home, two old dudes going, that's the way it ought to be.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, How about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. Forbat descended away now following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Check. Check. 53.
On second down, Prescott again. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
56.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 43. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check. 26.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, kill. 47.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rolling to his right. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. 48's the money. Go.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Forbat descended away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run now with Ware. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On 2nd down now. It's Williams, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw, Mahomes, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
They can't stop me out here.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter,